In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the post-game bounce. My name is Kenny Stubblefield, and I got my guy of all the guys, Luke Hatmaker joins me. What's up, Luke?
Not much, dude. We won. It feels weird.
It feels weird. Kimmy's like, hold on, we won? What the hell?
It's exactly how I feel. That's how I feel.
We got a W in the chat. W for the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. They defeated the Utah Jazz in the most tankable of all tankable games. It was not a beautiful game of basketball to watch, right? Like they won.
I think that calling it not beautiful is the nicest way to say it. It was ugly.
I felt like half the game, I felt like I was literally just watching the back half of a summer league game. Like it just felt like a game of, like, you know, we're out here just hooping and guys that probably aren't going to be really on many rosters moving forward. And just not a very interesting game to watch. There were some fun storylines we can take out of it, but Memphis Grizzlies win 123-114. I need to look. I did not look before we got started, which is really good podcasting. I think they break a
five-game losing streak.
A 5-game losing streak that they broke.
Yep.
Shout out, man. That feels good, right? Like that feels better. It feels nice to get a win.
It feels nice to get a win. I don't care. I mean, it's so stupid. A W is a W. I really don't care how it comes. It can be in the ugliest basketball game ever. It can be with only 8 guys available. I mean, I don't care. I don't care how it comes at this point. I don't care.
Yeah, it was it's nice to get a win. It's nice to come out of the All-Star break with a win. Obviously, they had like 9 dudes available tonight? The Memphis Grizzlies did.
8.
Everybody, was it only 8?
Oh wait, maybe I think it was 8. I think 9 people were hurt.
Yeah, it was a depleted team by far, not even close. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They had 9 guys available. Yeah.
Jeez.
Rough. My internet is going crazy right now. Hold on. I got on ESPN for a second, ESPN.com, and they have a embedded player that just starts playing noise in my ears, and it drives me crazy. So I had to turn that off real quick.
That's how basketball reference does that for me, and I get pissed.
I hate it so much. But yeah, Memphis Grizzlies get a win, 123-114. Before we get into the game, though, I think probably the biggest storyline to talk about was the return of Jaren Jackson Jr., the return of John Conchar, and the return of Vince Williams. How did it feel to see Jaren warming up in a Utah outfit before the game, seeing the fans kind of loving on him? I think we got to see the Grizzlies just posted the tribute video that they made for him.
Yep.
What were your thoughts on seeing Jaren come back to Memphis, not as a Grizzly?
I mean, it's just for him. I don't know. It's more emotional than I thought I was going to be, man. I don't think it's not going to surprise me if after the core four. I think this has already been going around. If his number gets retired next, I wouldn't be surprised, just because like he's beloved. He's beloved in Memphis, and the outpouring, I wasn't fully aware of it, and it kind of overwhelmed me a little bit too. Especially, did you read his what he wrote from the Players Tribune today?
We read it. Anthony and I read it. We read it on Sane's show, the whole letter. We did not know how long it was. We just started putting it up on the screen, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's 7 pages worth."
It's long, man.
Yeah,
I think that one reason why I kind of felt emotional is because you could tell that he was emotional.
Yeah,
and it when it goes both ways, it kind of hits different. A lot of the times these guys come back and they just stand there and they like wave, and it's like, oh, cool. You're going through, you're doing the motions, you're running through the motions. But it felt real. It feels real with him. He was always say whatever you want about him, however you feel about him. He was kind of always very kind of wore his heart on his sleeve for better, for worse. You always knew how Jaren was feeling, and tonight was no different.
Listen, in any relationship, whether it's a personal relationship, friendship, fan of a team, whatever relationship you're in, the one thing that I think is the most important aspect to have is being a consistent person, right?
Yeah.
Being a consistent person, and not like the person that you're in a relationship with, them not having to wonder, like, what Luke Hatmaker am I getting today? Or like, what Kenny Stubblefield am I getting today? Right. Yes. Like that is, I think, a major benefit to a lot. Like if you can figure out as a man, because 96% of our audience that listens to our shows are men. So I'm speaking directly to men right now. If you are looking to get into a relationship with somebody and to build a long lasting relationship with somebody, work on being consistent, right? Yep. Like being consistent is where it's at. And there's a level of safety there, a level of comfort there. And I think the inverse of that sometimes is there can be a level of taking for granted there, which is fine. But that if you're consistent, you're just consistent at all times, no matter what is going on. Mm-hmm. And I think I'll say this. I don't agree with you that Jaren might get his number retired. I don't think they won enough. I think if if the Grizzlies do that, I think it kind of sullies the idea of what it means to retire numbers for their franchise.
You're absolutely right. That sets a precedent. And so the precedent would be set. That's true.
But I wouldn't be upset with them if they did that, because listen, in the era of Jaren Jackson Jr., he played a major role in bridging the gap from what was a really exciting next-gen era from the previous grit and grind era. He was the one holdover from that grit and grind era to the next-gen era, and he became kind of the cornerstone of that next-gen era. And so he does hold a special place in the hearts of Grizzlies fans, because I think if you were to like take a step back and think about what the next gen era is, I think, and this is going to sound terrible, but it's going to be a lot of what if. Like, what if this thing had hit, right? Like, what if everybody had played to their fullest potential? What if the injuries hadn't happened? What if development on the court had happened? But I will say the one thing that you can say about this era, the next gen era, that is now almost fully removed from that.
Yep.
Jaren Jackson Jr. was absolutely consistent. He was a consistent person in that era. In an era of inconsistency, Jaren Jackson Jr. was consistent. And I think that's a feather in his cap.
in an era defined by its inconsistency, I would say, because you're absolutely right. I mean, I think the next gen iteration of the Grizzlies could go down in the early half of the decade as like one of the biggest what ifs of the league, behind maybe even it's like, what if that Grizzlies team would have stayed healthy? Because even the Warriors said that year where they went to the second round, like, what if the Grizzlies team stayed healthy? What if KD's foot hadn't gone over the line in Brooklyn? You know, like there's a couple of them that are up there with me, like in the early half of this decade that are big what ifs. Yeah. And it's like you said, an era defined by question marks. The one question mark that we didn't have was Jaren. And I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he learned that from. I mean, that's clearly something he learned from his dad and something that he learned from the previous iteration of the Grizzlies that he was a part of. You know, that professionalism, that consistency.
King Grizzly says he was consistently inconsistent. I disagree. I think he was consistently average. I think he was consistently a very good role player for this Memphis Grizzlies team. And
you can say forgettable. You can say forgettable, maybe.
Yeah, he wasn't inconsistent. He gave you the same numbers pretty much every single year. He played every game. He very rarely got injured after an injury-plagued first couple of years. He played a lot of games. He was consistently one of the better defenders in the league. He consistently didn't average as many rebounds as he probably should have. He consistently scored, 18 to 20 points a game.
He consistently fouled more than you wanted him to.
Consistently fouled more, right? Like he just did everything consistently. And I think that, man, we're blowing up this word consistent today. But I just that's what I'll remember about him, right? Is that in an era defined by inconsistency, he was consistent. And I think that's a feather in his cap. So it was really cool seeing him out there. It was really cool to hear Memphis Grizzlies fans cheering for him. Every time he stood up, they were cheering for him. He came out of the locker room midway through the first quarter and walked to the bench and got a standing ovation, switched chairs and got a standing ovation, yelled at the referees and got a standing ovation.
Yep.
It was just a lot of fun, right? Like a lot of fun to see. I was happy that the Grizzlies fans cheered him on. He deserved it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, and I was looking like he was, I'm not going to say the consistent word again. It's just his tenure with Memphis, he became a beloved figure in the city, man, as a person, and then I think that showed tonight when the dude wasn't even playing and he was getting the reactions you just said.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad he wasn't playing because Utah probably would have won that game, to be honest.
No question. No question. No question.
Because he would have been the best player on the court by far.
Any one of the guys that was on the injury report for Utah plays, any one of them, not even two of them. You put if Lowry plays, if Kessler plays, if Keontae plays, if Lowry plays, and if Nurkic plays, if any one of them plays, we lose.
Yeah. Well, we countered their lack of actual NBA players with not having Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen Jr., who else is out? Cedric Coward was out. Zach Edey was out. Ja Morant was out.
Santi's still out.
Santi's still out. It is definitely a situation where both of those teams are saying, we don't want to get fined, but we're going to try to do this thing. And thankfully the Grizzlies role players and bench players that got the majority of the minutes tonight were better than what Utah had to offer. So it was I was getting concerned though, because at one point the Grizzlies were down by 14 points, and it was what was really kind of like discombobulating to me is that the Grizzlies flipped the script in today's game, right? They have been consistently on the side of being up big in the first half and then in the second half having a fall off. Well, today they did it differently. Today they were down by 14 in the first half and turned it around and ended up winning ultimately by 9 points. But it was a good second half for the Memphis Grizzlies guys, wouldn't you say?
No question, man. And you want to talk a game that you're down by 4. I mean, they were down by how down? They were down by double digits at the half.
They were down by, let me look. They were down by 14 at one point in the first half. They were
I don't
down
know,
by,
being down by 14 to the Utah frickin' Jazz when their
they were
guys
down
were
by
out
12. They were down by 12 at halftime.
that has the potential to be one of the most deflating things in the NBA right now, is being down to the Utah Jazz at 12 at home at the half. And to come out and to not only flip the script, but like to really play well for the most, I mean, up until the end when they had, for a second, it looked like they were going to struggle to close the game. But, I don't know. It's showing growth in just a lot of, there's so much youth on this team, man. Like so much youth. Like take out slow-mo and they're all of these kids are kids. They're just like, they're kids. And I don't know. I don't expect this amount of youths to be able to mentally flip the switch being down by 14. I commend them for that, because I got something for you. I did this I got a little question for you. Which team, the Jazz or the Grizzlies, who had more players that have played in more games in a Grizzlies uniform tonight on their rosters?
Great question. It has to be the Jazz, right?
It's the Jazz. The Jazz have, between Jaren, Jitty, and Vince, 907 total games. The guys that played tonight for Memphis have only played 634 NBA games.
Dude, that is crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, let me see what these young guys are doing. I was like, wow, they're really young. Wow, no one's been in the league. And you take out slow-mo, that number's 400. You take that number out. You take slow-mo's numbers out. Jaren has played more games in a Grizzlies uniform than the rest of the guys that played tonight.
That's unbelievable. I mean, This is the guys that they put out there tonight are just all, like you said, super young. You mentioned slow-mo. You mentioned Kyle Anderson.
Love
and
him.
we haven't, me and you haven't had a chance to talk about this since he's been back. What are you, I did not know how much I missed Kyle Anderson on the Grizzlies.
I did.
You did?
I wake up every morning. I'm like, man, I wish. Retire his number. And they should, and it's changed. Put them both up there. I love him so freaking much. He checked in and just goes and just pushes somebody for no reason. There's no reason. He just went and pushed somebody. I love him so much, and he's got an attitude.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I literally, when I was still writing, I wrote like two seasons ago. I don't know, the season where we were still competing.
Yeah.
God, it seems like a long time ago. I was like, we need to go out and get slow-mo and get him back, because that's the missing piece. That's how I which is just insane. But like, I love slow-mo. I really do. And I forgot that you're the slow motion. I mean, this is a dumb question. You're a Third Eye Blind fan, I'm assuming. They got a great song called Slow Motion that is a deep cut. And it's just the slow motion that Kyle Anderson moves in. I love it. Love it.
I thought I am a Third Eye Blind fan to a degree, but I grew up in a very religious home that did not listen to that devil music. So what's the Christian equivalent to Third Eye Blind? That's who I listen to.
Toby Mac,
Michael W. Smith. Friends are friends forever.
Forever.
If the Lord loves the Lord of them.
And a friend will not say never. Oh, yeah. We had that on cassette, brother. I think I saw him perform at a Lifeway with my mama. Back in the day.
Need to breathe. Yeah.
Need to breathe.
But no, it was so funny. There was a play in the game today where Kyle did one of those drive to the basket, spin, step, slow. And they played it. He got fouled and won, and they played the replay of it. And Brevin was like, "You're probably thinking that we slowed this down, and we did not, right? We did not do that." And that is so funny. I said this when he first came back. In the first game, he got into it with somebody, and it just made me remember that team that had, like we talk about like the Grizzlies having missed missing a culture since Dylan Brooks left, right? And kind of being, that aggressive, like in your face type of a team. And I honestly wonder like how much of that slow-mo had to play in that, because as much of a unassuming dude as he is when he has the ball in his hands, he's effective when he has the ball in his hands. But my God, like he is an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
And like I feel like in some ways he's kind of bringing, and I've said this before, I think he's kind of like bringing the asshole back out of these Grizzlies a little bit. And
I'm here for it.
And I love it. I love it.
They need it, man. They need a little bit of spine. They just because it's easy when you're young. In this, I mean, you don't want to get the best way to deal with a bully is to go up to him and punch him in the mouth. And I'm not, if there's anybody that's getting bullied, don't do that. But that's, talk to your family if you're being, I don't know, if you're being bullied, handle it differently. Don't, but that's what they tell you. Go punch him.
And if you are a bully, Luke's gonna punch you in the mouth. I'm just
100%. Let me rephrase it. If you're in jail, the first thing you're supposed to do is go up and punch the biggest guy you see,
right?
Or they're gonna make you your what. And the Grizzlies don't want to be anybody's what. And and Slow-Mo's not gonna let them get pushed around. He's just not. No matter who they're playing. Like they could be playing the Denver, like they could be playing the Thunder. Like it doesn't matter who they're playing. Don't matter how outmatched they are. And that was, man, you're talking about that era of the Grizzlies that had it where, no, brother, never have I ever. Never. Remind me to tell you about Bueno. Remind me, I ain't going back. Remind me to tell you.
Off air. I ain't going back.
Off air. I'll tell you later. Like Dylan Brooks brought the asshole out of the starters. I fully believe Kyle Anderson did the same for the bench, because that was when you had D-Melt, you had Slow-Mo, and you had Brandon Clark and Tyus Jones, all four, where it's like if I could have voted for them for sixth man of the year as one person, I think I would have. That was when they were just like a bench mob, like bludgeoning you to death.
Yeah.
And I think he was wielding that hammer the whole time. And I think you're right. He's supporting these young guys and being like, come on. We might be tanking, but that doesn't mean we have to go out here and be a bunch of bitches.
Yeah. And I think for me, Kyle Anderson was stamped like that highlight. You remember the highlight of when Steven Adams was still on the team, and your boy, the guy from the Chicago Bulls, Tony Bradley.
Yep.
Grabbed Ja, like kicked his leg out, grabbed Ja, held Ja, like kind of had him hemmed up. And you see Steven Adams come in and pick him up. And that was kind of the, oh my gosh, like added to the lore of what Steven Adams was as an enforcer. But I remember the very first arm that came into the equation to pull Tony Bradley off of Ja Morant was Kyle Anderson. All of a sudden, his big ass arm just coming across the lane and just smacking dude, grabbing him and just yanking. I'm talking like flop, just pulling on him and getting him off of him. That I remember that being like, I like that dude a lot. And then when he left and went to Minnesota, he got into it with Rudy Gobert on the bench in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, yes.
I was like, that's my guy, because Rudy Gobert has the most punchable face. He is the most punchable dude in the NBA by far. Not even close. There's not even a close second. And so shout out to Slow-Mo, man. It's been fun to have him back on this team. I don't know if he's long for this team. I don't know what his contract situation looks like, but man, it's been nice. It's going to be nice to end the season with Slow-Mo on this team again. I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be, he'll be a bright spot. He's going to be a bright spot for the last 27 games.
Yeah. He carried not only the Memphis hatred, the NBA hatred, I think
the world hatred.
I think everything shifted for Rudy when he did that bullshit
COVID
into the microphone.
Yep. When people blamed him for COVID, which is incredibly, it doesn't make sense, but
he shut the NBA down, bro. He shut the NBA down.
I remember I was waiting tables still, and I remember looking up on TV, and I'd be like, the NBA shut down because of Rudy Gobert. And then I was out of work. I blamed him
because you lost your job because Rudy Gobert's
Gobert.
dumbass,
dumb French ass coughing on the microphone. Stupid.
Yeah, screw Rudy Gobert.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno.
Bonjour. Guilherme.
Guilherme. One of the best movies of all time, by the way.
I got the poster on my wall right over
there. Oh my gosh. I watched that movie a few days ago, and then I watched the behind the scenes, the making of it. Oh my God. It's freaking ridiculous. Anyway, Inglourious Bastards, everybody, check it out.
Check it out right now.
Go turn this show off and go watch it. Let's look at the box score real quick before we get to the last part of the show. 9 dudes played. 8 guys were in double figures tonight.
That's crazy.
The only person who didn't get double figures was Taylor Hendricks with 9, but he also had 9 rebounds. He had 5 offensive rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. GG Jackson led the way. Oh no, Omax led the way with 23 points off the bench, 10 of 16 from the floor, 3 or 4 from the 3-point line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block. Gigi played 28 minutes, had 20 points on 7 of 13 shooting, 2 of 5 from the 3-point line, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, plus 11 on the night for Gigi Jackson. And then everybody else scored. Javon had 16, Kyle had 10, Cam had 10, Lawson, Jemai Meshack, and Jalen Wells all had low double figures.
King Meeks had a question.
Yeah, I see that. He already put it in his vote. But my vote, and I hope you agree because I have a graphic for it.
You want to say it at the same time?
Are we right here? 1, 2, 3.
Kyle
Jackson.
Yeah.
Player of the game, Gigi Jackson, he was given a phenomenal nickname tonight by Brevin Knight. Bad intentions, Gigi Jackson.
There's certain times where I'm jealous of the stroke of genius that people have, and this is one of them. Gigi Bad Intentions Jackson. You can even, it's just so good. It's so good. Gigi Bad Intentions Jackson the second. He sounds like a badass outlaw that's gonna just murk you. I'm here for it.
I think he was asked about that. Rob did a report in the middle of the game where they were talking about Gigi Jackson's aggressiveness towards the rim now. Like every time he goes to the basket, he's got bad intentions and he's got that move. Every really good offensive player in the NBA has a go-to move, and he's got that go-to move where he's got this 2-dribble Euro sweep through to the basket. At the beginning of the season, when he started doing that, he was laying it up, and now he is full-fledged going at the basket, trying to dunk on everybody, right?
Yep.
And Rob did a report about it, and he had asked Gigi about his aggressiveness at the rim. And I loved Gigi's response to it. He said, as I've started to get more comfortable and aggressive on the defensive end of the floor, I feel like it's helping me on my offensive side too.
Oh my God.
Chef's kiss, right?
Yeah.
That's
what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And he's not the kind of guy. Well, God, that's what you want to hear. And he's not the kind of kid that's going to tell you what you want to hear. I don't think he's capable of that. He's got no filter, this kid. And I love it.
He's kind of brutally honest at times, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
To a fault, I would say. He's still that age. I mean, he's still probably the youngest guy on the team, right?
Oh, he is by far. Yeah. He's third year in the league. And I think he's like a year younger than everybody on the team. Yeah. He just turned 21 a few months ago.
Good God.
I am just so. At some point, we're gonna keep. We've said it. We said it a lot today on the network. We've said it a lot in post-game bounces. If Gigi Jackson hits, are we getting closer to the point where we can say, like, Gigi Jackson is hitting at this point? in terms of what the Grizzlies need him to be as they enter into this rebuild phase of trying to figure out what their roster is going to look like? Are we comfortable at this point to say that Gigi Jackson's game is gotten to the point where we can say he could be the starting small forward of the future for the Memphis Grizzlies?
I think that he's definitely changing the calculus of how they're constructing the next iteration of this team. I think he's going to have 27 more games to really make that variable more solid. You know, like I think it's still a variable, and he's very, very, very close to solidifying his place there. You know, I don't want to flat out say, because I mean, shoot, he's still 20, he's 21. I mean, I'm getting to the point though where he's been consistent enough. I feel really, really good.
He did something tonight that made me even kind of plant my flag on Gigi Jackson even more. And that's one of the things I've liked about his game since he's come back, is that he's playing within the system. When they've had guys, when they have real professionals out there, real NBA ball players out there, he's been more willing to play within the system that has been, and then play within the role that has been given to him by Tomas Isolo, which he talked about at the beginning of the year. I know my role. I didn't know my role last year, right? Which is, again, that supreme honesty that he gives, basically saying Taylor Jenkins didn't give me a role. I didn't have a role. I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
I was just out there like a
lost pup, trying to figure it out on the fly without any kind of direction. He's very clear that Tomas Isolo is not that guy. Tomas Isolo has said, I'm going to draft him, or I'm going to coach him harder than anybody's ever coached him, because if I don't, then I've done him a disservice.
Yep.
And part of that coaching hard is providing him a real role with this roster. And when real guys are out there, he tends to play within that role, and that's a good thing. You need him to do that. He does the little things out there. Today, he got out there in the first half, and he was trying to do that. Today, he was also trying to play within the role that he was given, and there was multiple times where he would make a play and look for a cutter, for someone to fill the three-point line in the corner, someone to fill the gaps on the sides, someone to come down the lane. He was looking, and it resulted in a turnover because he's playing with a bunch of young dudes that haven't played NBA ball and don't really understand what that looks like. Yeah. And so what did he do in the second half? He said, all right, motherfucker, this is my team, and I'm taking over.
I'm taking over, man. Instead of Jesus take the wheel, it was Gigi take the wheel. I mean, he grabbed that sumbitch.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting, like the first half from the second half, because the first half for Gigi, you're absolutely right. Like, and I think that there's one pass specifically he made to Jalen. I think it was in the first quarter where it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was across court, and Jalen caught it, but there was a man on him. He couldn't make the three. It was a beautiful pass, and he was fitting in so well in his quote unquote role that like the entire first half. And you're right, when that wasn't working, I mean, you have to wonder, did Tomas take him aside in halftime and be like, look, man, it ain't working. Here's the keys. Like, because the second half he was unleashed. It was like they took the leash off of him.
Well, isn't that what we have had what our biggest concern is? Like, the Grizzlies haven't had a guy with Ja Morant being out. Ja Morant is the guy. Jaren Jackson Jr. has shown that he's unwilling to be the guy. He kind of fades away.
Alpha. They need an alpha.
That alpha type of guy. There's an assumption, and there's a lot of folks out there that think that is going to be Cedric Howard moving forward, that Cedric Howard is the guy moving forward, that the keys are going to be in his hands, and it's going to happen. And I would say to you, he has every potential to be that guy, but he hasn't shown it yet. Like, we haven't seen him do that yet. And maybe that's because he hasn't been given the keys to do that. That's why this knee thing that he has is so unfortunate, because right now would be the time for him to show us.
Yep. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. That's it would be, it's like laid out perfectly for him
Yeah.
if he can. And the dude's been proven to be resilient. I mean, who knows if he's kind of been proven to be an Iron Man with these injuries he's sustained. But they might just hold. You think they're going to hold him out?
I really, really hope not.
Me too. I think it would be very detrimental to his development if they do that.
It is what I love. I think Cedric Coward could be that guy. But we saw it today, and maybe this is what we need to see more of with Gigi, is him saying, instead of playing within that role today in this game, I am going to take over, and it's going to be my show, and everybody's going to need to feed off me. And that's a level of alpha that this team moving forward needs to figure out. Do they have a guy that can be that? Is it somebody they draft in this 2026 draft? Probably. Could it be Gigi Jackson? Could it be Cedric Coward? Is it Zach Edey? Like, who is it? And so, like, even in that sense of like the conversation we've been having about Gigi and like his development, him being able to go from being a role player in the first half to then saying, I'm going to take over and I'm going to dominate this game and I'm going to absolutely put this team on my back and go. That to me was a huge, even like more confirmation of this is the Gigi that we have now. And I'm really excited about it.
You know, what's great is what you're describing too. It's all between the ears, you know, like it's all mental, you know, like if he can, it's not like he needs to go out there and change something physically. He just needs to flip that switch and be like, cool, now it's time for me to be the alpha. And he did that tonight. Love it. It was awesome, you know, and it was not only was it awesome, but it was enough. It was enough to like, to really put we've been saying what, I mean, you need someone that's willing to put your foot on your opponent's throat and keep pushing. You know, like that's what you need you need that person on a team in your crew. You need that guy. And he was that tonight. He was like, I'm not stopping. Yeah. Why would I stop? You know, why?
I'm looking at the numbers, his shot chart. He was 4 for 7 in the first half, and in the second half was 6 for 8. So it's not like he only shot one more shot in the fourth quarter. It was the type of shot that he got.
Absolutely. And
there was still a level of consistency and efficiency that he played with, which means like that's why I love these numbers, and I'm more encouraged by what I'm saying, what I just said, and looking at the numbers and saying, like, when he decided to be the alpha in the second half, it didn't come with, I'm going to shot jack. I'm going to take ill-advised shots. I'm going to take shots that I shouldn't take. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me go back 4 periods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 of his. Did he shoot 15 times or 13 times tonight? I'd hate ESPN's box score.
It's so hard to read. Let me look.
8 shots.
13. He shot 13 times.
So 13 times. 8 of his 13 shots were in the paint today.
Do you know what he's shooting at the rim for the season?
What's that?
This is from cleaning the glass. 72% at the rim.
Come on, man.
Yep. And that's in the 89th percentile of the league.
Come on, man.
That's good.
It's freaking Gigi Bad Intentions Jackson is what
that's
that is.
Gigi Bad Intentions Jackson. I love it.
Man,
I wasn't expecting. I just was curious. I was going to pull that up. I'm like, I'm going to see what he is at the rim. I was not expecting to be that high.
That's a great stat. I need to check out cleaning the glass because you got really good stats from cleaning the glass.
I'll give you my login.
Oh, hell yeah. It's nice to know good people, man.
I got you, man. It's cheap. It's like $5 a month. I forget about it.
Wayno said this. He said, Seth is also a rookie, so still finding his feet in a crazy first season. Think about everything he's experienced so far. I 100% agree with this. I said this on the Anthony show last week. I really hope that this craziness of this season hasn't set Gigi back in terms of a development. I mean, not Gigi, but said back in terms of a development. I think you've seen things in his game where he's developed. You can kind of break down his season into like 3 different sections. The first section was in the first part of the season when he was at the rim or shooting free 3-pointers and started making and was doing pretty well doing that. Then he kind of plateaued off. And then he started to he added a 1 or 2 dribble pull up mid range off of a Zach Edey screen, and was really pure with that. And then the third part of the season was when he started to rebound on the defensive end of the floor with more aggressiveness and pushing the ball up the floor like very quickly. And so I like what he's developed in his game. In terms of like developing as an NBA player and as a leader, I really hope that this nonsense hasn't stunted that. I really do.
Well, and
we'll see.
The way, you got to think of when I think of young guys where nonsense can kind of mess with them. There's 2 very opposite ends of the spectrum. I think of SGA, who had to deal with a lot of nonsense in his early years, being traded, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to shut you down the last 27 games. Hey, we're going to shut you." They did that to him like multiple years to tank. And he came out the other side of that looking all right. But then you got guys like Markelle Fultz, who isn't in the league anymore,
right?
Who was with the Sixers, who the process ruined him, ruined Ben Simmons.
I forgot about Markelle Fultz, man.
Markelle Fultz was a guy.
He played for what college? He played Washington, right?
No, I thought wasn't he Kentucky?
No, he was somewhere. Where did he play?
I make that up. Markelle Fultz. Oh man.
Oh, Washington.
You're right. Washington. You're right. You're right.
Yep. Wow, dude.
Remember him?
And then he had the shoulder thing, right? And then his shot got completely jacked up.
And it was never the same. Went to Orlando, couldn't. It was never the same. Never the same.
Wow. Because wasn't he like number 1 in the draft?
First overall pick.
Wow.
Yep.
Whew. Man, I hope, obviously that mentally got into his head, which then kind of segues into Edward asking, y'all think Jalen got PTSD? That's why he's scared to elevate on a fast break. What do you think about that? He
might, like he was young. I can't. It's tough for me to put myself. No, it's I could tell you this. I wasn't when I was a kid. My sister was in a really bad bike accident when we were trying to learn how to ride bikes, and because of that, I was really scared to learn how to ride a bike again for a really long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were to go up, if you were to elevate on a fast break and you get knocked out and break your wrist, I might be a little tentative to do it again. Like I can't put myself in his shoes, but I know that if something is hurt, if I've been hurt before, I'm not going to jump back into it again.
Yeah. I would say, I kind of agree. I don't really. It's hard for us to say or to have an opinion on whether or not what's going on inside of Jalen Wells' brain. But I think just from an eye perspective of what I see on the court, I don't think Jalen's just really all that athletic. And I think he gets caught a lot because he's just not an above the rim dude.
Yeah.
And so if I'm Jalen Wells, I'm saying, hey man, like how about instead of me being the only guy that runs on a fast break that gets layups at the rim, how about y'all run with me and let me float out to the 3-point line?
He really is the only one.
It's like, why is Jalen Wells the only guy that ever really runs?
And he's always poor dude. He's always like, please. You can tell he's like looking around, looking for somebody. He's like,
because he does that silly like dribble where he tries to do like a quick little Euro and then he stops on that 1 foot. And he's like looking around like, guys, like
he's gets called for travel and sometimes for that shit. Yeah.
Where the hell are you? Like,
this isn't my game.
This isn't me. I should be in the 3-point corner right now.
Please.
I just don't think he's really all that athletic. And I kind of agree with what Wayno's saying here. You give him a 38-inch vertical, he probably drives him up the draft board.
Absolutely.
I think there's a reason why he was picked where he was picked, and that's because he's a high level basketball player, but he's not a high level athlete.
Yep, it's a good point.
That's okay, and that's okay. That's fine. Just play below the rim then and shoot the ball a lot.
Stick more. You want to talk about guys sticking in your role?
Yeah,
stick with your role.
I will say though, I do like what I've seen out of Jalen. There is something in his legs that has popped. Like he's definitely kind of gotten some juice back in his legs. He looks more athletic over these probably over, I would say, since the middle of January. Something has shifted in him where he looks different out there. At the beginning of the season, I was like, I don't even know what to say.
He was getting punked in the first half of the year. Like it was bad. And it does not. He's not. It feels of late. I'm not worried about him getting punked anymore. And I mean, it was bad in 2025, back half of 2025. I mean, it was like whoa. Yeah. This is more than a sophomore slump. This is a sophomore nosedive off a cliff, and he's kind of climbed back up a little bit.
Yeah. He's the new slow-mo. That's hilarious.
Hey, there can only be one slow-mo.
There's only one slow-mo, King Grizzly. Jared said he jumped 36 inches of the draft. Wayno he said 38 inches. 38. And as we all know, that 2 inches is very important. 2 inches means everything.
Yep. It sure does.
Ow. Sorry, bro. It's 9:15 at night. I apologize. No, that's good. But shout out to Gigi. I think he was definitely player of the game tonight for me. I think
they gave it to Omax, right? That's who the broadcast.
Did they give it to Omax?
That's who got the post game interview.
Oh well, shout out to him.
Yeah. I like Omax, man. I like Omax.
That man gives me a headache in a good way, like a good headache.
He reminds me of Pikachu.
Tell me about Pikachu. How does he remind you of Pikachu?
You didn't play Pokemon?
Never.
Pikachu.
Never.
Whoa, bro! You never played Pokemon? So
never.
Oh man,
I liked girls. I'm joking. I'm joking, Luke.
Hey,
I'm joking.
Hey. Well, what's he said? What's Tropic Thunder? He goes, man, everybody gay once in a while when he's pretending to be so good. Pokemon, Pikachu wanders around and he follows you around and he's really fast and he shocks you. He goes, yeah, and you're like, guys, stop it. Stop it.
That's it. That's a good comparison.
So I got a question. Omax, we got an open roster spot right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we only got 14. Like, are they gonna? I think we only got 14 guys right now. I think because we waived what's his name. I'm gonna say Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker. That I get them confused. We waived one of them. The one
Eric
that we
Gordon.
had.
Eric
I get
Gordon.
them confused. We waived him. I think we only have 14 guys. Like, do you convert one of these dudes?
I don't think you need to yet.
Well, so they can't. Omax can't. Let me make sure my math is
right.
right.
Because he was a 2A last year, wasn't he?
No, but he can't. There's not enough games. He can only appear in 21 more games.
They only have how many more games do they have?
27.
They have 27. I thought they only had 21 games left.
Maybe I made that up. I thought they said. I thought they said 27 tonight.
You might be right. I didn't hear that part.
I can figure this out. If they have 27 games, I mean that's like 6 games. Where maybe they hold them out.
They'll hold them out. Yeah, they'll hold them out.
It's not. I just because
they have 19 dudes to go on the bench right now. They could just sit one game and play another guy off the bench.
Well, here's the thing. So Loverine's 10 days got to be over soon. Yeah,
it's got to be right. I know.
It was.
It paused during the All-Star game though, right? Like it's 10 games, right? Or is it actually 10 days?
I should know this.
Is it 10 games or 10 days? Jared's our stat guy.
Jared, I think it's 10 days. I think it's just 10 days. And I think he signed it. Let me actually, you know what? When does
Jared said we got 29 games left.
When does Loverline 10? I can type 10 day end. This is podcasting. Just signed on February 9th. Contract effectively covers 12 days. So yeah, it includes today's game. It's over after tomorrow.
What?
Yep. So that's my thing. And like we got to have another big. Do they sign him to another 10 days? Because there's so many, like we're looking at another 2 seasons ago where we're doing these weird stacking, like you can only sign 2 10-day contracts in a row. So if he signs another one, it'll be his last one. And we got to have bigs.
And he's been fine.
Had a double tonight.
He's been fine.
Yeah.
He's got that baby mullet he needs to grow out just a little bit more. If you're gonna go for a mullet, don't cut it, bro. Just let it go.
Yeah, he looked weird.
It's like
looks like he did it himself.
It's like he did it himself.
Never a good look. It's like
oh, buddy.
Who?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. They're gonna finesse something though. I can promise you that because they gotta have a big. And if it's not Lawson Lovering, if it's Omax, then Jesus, that might be the last game they win all year. Honestly, tonight, the Utah Jazz.
Why not? They play the Kings on Monday.
Is Edey playing the last 10 games? Edward wants to know.
Yeah.
Why not? Right?
Why not? If it's on the table, we'll see what you got.
Edward said they're going to give Lawson another 10-day and then activate Edey.
That's so they do that. That gets him through. He'll be able to sign 2. You can do 2 in a row, and that gets him to what math? I mean, God, no, that'll get you to March. Activate Edey. Why not? Then you see what you got with Ty Jerome and Edey and Said and Gigi.
Get them some run, man.
Cam, throw him out there.
You know, Edey wants to. He's ready to go. Like he's ready to go. He wants to play.
Yep.
All right. The real question is, are we going to see Ja Morant again this year?
No.
They just announced yesterday that he's got more discomfort in his elbow, so he's going to be out for another 2 weeks. What do you think?
I don't honestly see the benefit of it. I don't know. I would love. I mean, I don't want things to end sourly if he's gonna. I don't. To me, this last injury report was kind of like, oh, so I guess you're not coming back because
it felt that way, didn't it? It definitely felt that way to me too.
It's like I was holding out. I was like, why not? I mean, if he's healthy and if he can come back after the All-Star break, let him come back, get his trade value up, like whatever. I was just like ready. And then this came out and I was like, wait. See, he said he's still experiencing. I was like, cool. So you don't want to play. Yeah. Still experiencing discomfort is just a weird, odd way to word it, and that just makes me feel like he's not going to play anymore.
Let me ask you this: we're not a Memphis Grizzlies owned podcast. Do you think it was the way they said it was petty?
Yeah.
That he's experiencing discomfort.
Yes. It didn't feel like it. The way that Memphis Grizzlies PR team, like the way that they are meticulous in their wording about, I mean, compare what they said about, they could have just said pinky finger about KCP, but they were like his 5th, they called that sucker by its actual medical name to make it sound really important. And then you say, oh, and Ja Morant, he's feeling discomfort in his elbow.
Is that how you read it? Is that the voice you read it in? You read the KCP one as KCP has he is a pinky injury, and let me tell you exactly what we're gonna do. And here's the Latin definition. Yep. But when they said Ja Morant, you said
it's how I read it. It's how and you know what? It's all about tone. It's all about tone, how I read it, and that's how I read it. I was just like,
King Grizzly said tinfoil hat. Are you a conspiracy theorist, Luke?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What is your biggest? We'll get out of here soon, but what's your biggest NBA conspiracy?
Oh, NBA conspiracy. I thought you were going to say I had the Denver airport conspiracy theory on lock.
What's that one? I don't know what that one is.
Oh man, Google it when we're done. There's giant caverns that have been built under the Denver airport for reasons that remain unclear.
Has anybody ever been in there?
Yeah, the people that built them have been recorded. They're like, yeah, we built these giant things down there and we don't know what for. There's these weird murals all over the walls that depict like genocide and children murder. It's weird.
In those caverns?
No, in the airport. Google Denver airport when we're done.
Jared knows about this too. He says, don't go into depth on air. They will find you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You're right. Yeah. Sorry. Yep.
We're talking about the Vancouver airport, right?
I'm talking about B&A, Nashville, baby.
B&A.
B&A, B&A, B&A. NBA conspiracy. I like that that they made my favorite NBA conspiracy of all time is that they made MJ retire. Or that they suspended him for gambling. I just think that one's great. I've read one that Russell Westbrook injects himself with Wolverine blood before every game, but I can't confirm or deny that one. I can't take credit for that one. I read that in the book. It's on my desk. But I think the Michael Jordan one makes sense to me.
That they forced him to retire because he had gambling issues. Is that what you said?
Yeah, man, that dude is an addict. Dude, watching that man on The Last Dance, watching him talk, I was like, oh my God, this guy's got a gambling problem. Which shout out, brother. I'm a recovering addict here, brother. I get it, but one addict to another, I was like, oh God. I saw it. I saw it in his eyes.
Did you sniff it on him? You sniffed the addiction?
Man, yeah. And I'm telling you, and that man likes to gamble. All the stories say that man throws money around, and it's cool. We got Space Jam out of it. I'm fine with it.
Black Ninja DJ said, what in the X-Men did I come back to? Wolverine blood?
Yeah, man, Google it.
Oh, man.
What's yours favorite NBA conspiracy?
This one's funny. The Morris twins switching is one of the best ones. That's very good because I am a twin. I have a twin sister though. She's not. We're not identical. So that we're not identical. Clearly, everything has to be identical for you to be identical twins. And she's a female and I'm a male. So not everything's identical.
I've got friends that are identical twins and they look the exact same.
It would be such an awesome trick to play on somebody if you're an identical twin with somebody and switch, right? I get a kick out of videos of watching twin sisters try to trick babies into who's their actual mom. I think that's so funny.
It's so mean.
I think that's so funny.
There is something, pranks on pranks on pranks would be committed. I just feel like you're not the sister. That Jack and Jill movie. Remember that movie with Adam Sandler, The Sandman?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
My conspiracy is probably a little bit more tame than because I just am a firm believer, and it might not even be a conspiracy anymore. I think the lottery is totally rigged in every way.
Oh,
I don't think that there's any way that Adam Silver and the NBA would allow probably one of the most influential nights in their entire calendar year to be left up to chance. There's just no way to me. No way.
There's way too much money involved for it to be.
There's no way
for it to be pure chance.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, Windhorse had that thing today where he said that an executive told them they would pay $100 million for the number 1 overall pick.
Right.
Ain't no way.
I mean, and I think what he meant by that was $100 million in fines. And so Utah's like $500,000. Cool, whatever. We're fine with that. They're willing to pay. I wonder if it was the Utah GM that said, if that was him saying to Brian Windhorse, how do you feel about the $500,000? Brother, we're willing to pay $100 million to get the first round pick.
Man, that's nuts. This is nuts. This year's nuts. This
draft is nuts. We'll pay $100 million in fines to get the first round pick.
Who do you want with the first round pick, first overall pick? Have we talked? Have we? Yeah, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, brother.
If you had to make me choose, I would rather not have the number 1 pick because I think I think there's only one choice. And
you don't want that choice, and you don't want
that choice.
I don't want to be there.
I think Darren Peterson is the most gifted college basketball player I've seen in 30 years.
Oh wow,
that dude is unbelievable. But I said this on Anthony's show. Yes, Wayno, check Blessed Media's YouTube channel. Y'all's clip from the $2 Sports Show solving the draft today was epic, and it's up on the YouTube channel right now. It is great. Mm-hmm. I think Darren Peterson on a talent level is one of the best college players I've ever seen, ever. He is ready for the NBA to be a high-level scorer in the NBA right now. The part that concerns me is that Darren Peterson, like we kind of juxtapose the reactions of in the same night Darren Peterson played and scored 23 points in 18 minutes and then knocked a three down, turned around to Bill Self and said, "Get me out," and didn't go back in the game. You had Darius Acuff play 50 minutes, 40 minutes of game time, and two overtimes, didn't come out the floor one time, was playing with a Make-A-Wish kid the entire time out there because they were in such foul trouble. I had other words I used to describe them in a private chat, but I said, but I'm not going to say it on air because I love Bluff City Media and I don't want to see us get canceled. But this dude played 50 minutes and scored 49 points in 50 minutes. And you hear John Calipari say, yeah, 2 days ago, he was in a boot. And I went up to him and I asked him, do you think you can play? And he said, what, are you kidding me? Absolutely.
Oh, man.
So then you get John Calipari's response to what Darius Acuff did. And then you get Bill Self saying basically like, we had no idea that was about to happen, right? We had no idea that was going to happen. I thought we were going to get him the whole time. He probably could have had a really big game if he did. But we're getting used to playing without him because this has happened more often than it's not.
Oh, my God. I hate that.
And so that's why I don't want the number one pick. Because
no, man, give me the fourth or fifth pick, and I'm happy.
Because here's the thing. Are you going to be the idiot that doesn't choose Darren freaking Peterson?
I'm not.
Because that dude is the most talented player I've seen in 30 years in college basketball. He's so freaking good. But that stuff scares me, man. That stuff scares me. It scares me. Because my biggest issue is not that if he's playing the game and he's just sitting out to try to get to where he wants to go, you are punking your own coach out there because your coach doesn't know that.
Yep. Just talk to him.
No clue. Just tell him, hey, buddy, I'm going to score you 23 points in 18 minutes, and then I'm going to sit my tail down. Like, and just so we're clear, so we can all be aware of this. This is why, and I want you to be on the same page with me as we do this. But Bill Self is like going, I don't know. I don't know when I have them. I don't know when I don't have them. I don't know. And it's like that. I don't like that because we've experienced 7 years of that.
Yeah.
Of a incredibly gifted player who just does not play basketball. Because let me tell you, dude, Darren Peterson, bro, that dude is so sick. He's so nasty.
I do like, man, that's like I'm pretty sure it's still, I've been trying to check on this. You know, I check on this every day. I think he's still like minus.
Oh, he's still the favorite. He's minus 290 the last time I saw it.
To go first overall.
Yeah. Boozer's number two. Boozer's number 2, and it's like plus 800.
He's minus 220 still. Yep. Yeah. It's like you said, who wants to be the idiot that goes up there and says another name?
I don't want to be the idiot and goes and says AJ DeBansta. And Darren Peterson's out there and he's like, oh, I'm about to kill y'all for the next 20 seasons in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't want that. And you know what? Like, I would be so much, I'd sleep it. I would be so much happier. Get the 4th or 5th pick and, you know, take Acuff because I'm smitten. I was smitten with him after the other night. You know, Jared, I've had Jared in my ear a lot telling me how good he is. And you know,
well, listen, let's be honest. I told Jared about Darius Acuff. I got in Jared's ear and Jared said, oh, wait, who? I don't even watch basketball like that.
Who's Arkansas?
Who does he play for? Oh, my team? Oh, yeah. I told him about Darius Acuff. No, I'm just joking. Actually. I'm joking, Jared. If you get my ideal pick for this draft lottery is the Grizzlies get number 2 or they get number 4. And then they get a number 8, a number 10, a number 11, and they go get Cam Boozer if they're number 2, Acuff if they're 4, and then they go get a Yaxel at number 13, 14.
I like it. I like Yaxel.
Because I think people are vastly underrating what Cam Boozer can do and what he would look like with Zach Edey on the floor.
I love Cam Boozer. At the beginning of the season, that's who I wanted first overall. I still, and like I said, if I can get the second, I'm with you. I'm couldn't agree more with you. I think he is a special kid.
Because he's
the best. He's the best player in college, I would say right now. The best college basketball player.
Here's the thing. Everybody's saying AJ DeBansta. If Gigi Jackson's that alpha, do you need AJ DeBansta?
No. I mean, it doesn't hurt. You can add two.
You said it changed. Just a few minutes ago, you said it changed the calculus.
Yeah, and that it makes you think what you do with that second pick.
If you got the number 2 pick, you got to choose probably between DeBansta and between Cam Boozer. And if you got Gigi, why do you need go get Cam and get you in a few years probably the most dominant front courts in the entire game.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Boozer and Edey, man! Oh my god! Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
That would be ideal for me. Don't give me the number 1 because I'm for damn sure taking Darren Peterson. 100%, no doubt. I'll take Darren Peterson, and then I'll probably spend the next 7 years going, I just wish Darren Peterson loved me. I wish he loved me.
Why doesn't he look at me anymore?
Why doesn't he love me?
God, I can't. I don't want to be hurt.
Or we don't pick him at 1, and he goes number 2 to New Orleans and busts our ass for the next 7-8 years. That's my biggest fear.
Oh wait, no, New Orleans. He would go to Atlanta.
Or Atlanta. Thank you. Whatever.
Now I want a Boozer Edey front court, man. I'm gonna get Tankathon out. I'm gonna sim the lottery real quick.
Yeah, let's sim it. I love it when you do this because if it's not good, just hit the button again.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it again. I don't like that. We went down. I'm gonna hit it again until we get good Okay. This has us getting Darius Acuff at 9th. He ain't dropping.
He ain't dropping to 9th. Are you kidding me? That man is a mix between Steph. Shout out to Chris Ingram. He's a mix between Stephon Marbury and Derrick Rose Jr.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect comp. Perfect comp.
Shout out Chris Ingram. That man knows his player comps.
Yeah, he does.
That's who he is.
Yep. And I want that. I want that. I want that in my veins. Inject that in my veins.
Darius Acuff has one of the deepest bags I've seen in a college point guard in a long time. He scores from everywhere. He's got every shot. He's a physical ass player.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Rock City point guard, man.
Yep.
Man's been in the streets playing ball, beating on dudes, playing his uncles who probably just beat him up for years and years.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Hey, David says I can't argue with it. I still like DeBansta though. Hell yeah. If we walk out of this draft with AJ DeBansta, I'm
2 thumbs up.
Good.
2 thumbs up.
Folks drag on him because of his height. Are we not watching the same NBA? Darius Acuff is 6'3", Luke. Are we not watching the same NBA where Jalen Brunson is dominating as a point guard in this league as at a 5'3"? Damn, he's Drew Gann's height. He's Drew Gann's height.
Damn, he's not here to defend himself. This feels like that argument about Acuff's height feels so much like in Moneyball when they're like, can't draft him because he doesn't have a cute girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. That's the Moneyball.
It's like,
that's the Moneyball. He's got an ugly girlfriend. Man, get out of my face. That man just put 50 in one of the best college games of all time that we've seen. Yep. Yeah, Steph Curry is 6'3". Come on, man.
Yeah,
King Meeks, just because you and Drew Gann are brothers from another mother when it comes to height, don't get on me. I can't help it that y'all are vertically challenged.
Sorry, we're tall. What's the average height in America? 5'8". I'm gonna look it up. Average American.
I'm gonna get. Hey, we're gonna do a height off at the next watch party that King
5'9".
King Meeks, Black Ninja DJ, and Drew Gann and see who's taller. That's what we're gonna do. I love messing with DJ about his height. DJ, you're not short, dude. I'm just messing with you. But hey, speaking of the next watch party, brother,
Oh,
we got one
yeah.
tomorrow night. Y'all should absolutely come out. We got a Grizzlies watch party versus the Miami Heat at Ground City Brewing. The game starts at 7 p.m., but it's an all-day event, Luke. It's called Frosted. Ground City Brewing is they got 5 winter beers that they're releasing tomorrow in frosted glasses. It's going to be really a lot of fun. Live music going to be there. Every beer that you purchase, everything that you get there while you're there, it enters you into a raffle to win Alabama Shakes tickets, which if you've not seen them live, brother,
yeah,
amazing.
She's incredible. What's your name? Brittany Howard? She's incredible.
Yeah. If you haven't seen them, enter that. Try to win those tickets. Grizzlies. There's Grizzlies tickets in the draft. Or in that raffle. There's gear, Ground City Brewing gear. There's a bunch of stuff. A bunch of Grizzly stuff. Come and join us. We'll be there. The event will be going on all day. Bluff City Media takes over at 7, and we do a watch party. We'll do a post game bounce live from Ground City Brewing after the game. It'll be a great time, man. We're gonna have a really good day. I'm gonna be shooting a commercial for Ground City Brewing during the day as well. So if you want to have your ugly mug on the screen for a Bluff City Media commercial, come out to Ground City Brewing tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. I might get up and come. I'm excited.
I would love it, dude. I remember the first time I met you was at a watch party.
It was at a watch party
at what was the brewery? No.
I got booted. I remember that because it was cheaper to pay the boot fee than to pay for parking. I was like, screw it. I'm getting booted, man. It's $30 to get that boot off, $50 for parking. Where was that at?
Wasn't it No, it's on Madison, right?
Yes.
So we did a watch party during the Lakers Grizzlies playoff series a few years ago, and all of a sudden I see this guy come in, and I'm like, who is this guy? I didn't even recognize him. And he comes up and he just gives me a big old hug, and I was like, man, I really like this dude. And it was Luke Hatmaker. First time to ever meet you, brother. I'm a hugger.
You're
too.
A good person to hug. You're a great person to hug.
I'm a hugger, man. I like to hug too. So shout out. Y'all come out and hang out with us at the watch party tomorrow. Luke, if you can come through, that'd be amazing. But also, you live 2 hours away, so I wouldn't blame you if you don't.
3 hours away.
3 hours away. Yep. And I don't know if we're allowed to say this yet. We got Wayno coming to Memphis.
Oh, yeah, we do. I've already put in my time off work.
Let's go, man. That's going to be awesome. All right. Anything else? Anybody else got anything? Everybody good?
I'm happy.
All right, brother.
We won. It was unexpected. I'm happy.
You're happy. Luke, once again, you opened the day, and now you've closed the day once again for Bluff City Media. You are the unrivaled, the GOAT of Bluff City Media. So we doff our cap to you, sir. You are the man. I appreciate you jumping on Post Game Bounce with me.
Happy to do it, brother. Happy to do it.
All right, we got another game tomorrow night against the Miami Heat. Come hang out with us at Ground City Brewing. Watch the game with us. We'll do a live post-game bounce right afterwards. But until then, we'll see you later.